Hi, my name is Robin Irwin, a Senior Marketing Engineer for Aeroflex, and I'd like to introduce PXI Maestro. This video will demonstrate a test of 10 seconds per device per RF channel. Shown here is the Maestro graphical user interface, which I will use to test 4 phones, devices which contain an industry-leading RF chipset which is prevalent in the cellular food chain. The test plan created is shown on the left-hand side, with selection of a test group or test point displaying parameters on the right-hand side. In this case, GSM showing standards-based measurements for transmitter and receiver test. Setup of these measurements is controlled under the Settings tab. In this case, the specific test point is configured to receive at a specific power level on channel 61 within the GSM 900 band with the chosen power control level, or PCL. Irrespective of the particular chipset or device under test, setup of the test plan, test groups and individual test points is easy inside Maestro, providing flexibility and control. And this is demonstrated as we briefly browse through each of the setups here. Finally, if we move on to UMTS, the test group settings show configuration for things such as ACLR frequencies, channel config, inner loop power control and single-ended burr. Maestro uses all this setup to determine how best to execute the test in the most optimized fashion. Under the user preferences, we can check which modular parts of the system we've configured for execution, including the hardware config, the dot manager config, integration of a power supply, and finally the format and control of the results. It all looks good, so we can start the tests. With executing running, you can see the progress bar at the bottom left hand corner, but let's enable the execution window to monitor what is happening across the devices, and further let's look at the results as they get returned for each of the 4 devices. Notice that the results getting returned include pass-fail criteria, RF metrics and traces, all of which is configurable. Results shown in the GUI are also logged to file. In this case I've chosen to log to XML format, 1 file per device per loop. This is all entirely customizable, and any results writer DLL can be written to support any format, for example be it CSV, or link it to a database. The test plan has now completed, with 4 passes taking a total of just over 38 seconds, of which 17 seconds was dot control time, with all results written to file. This video has demonstrated PXI Maestro integrated device control to provide an out-of-the-box solution for cellular test. Everything shown can be automated under any test executive and can support any device driver or device connection interfacing.